expected the world, but it flew away from her reach. So she ran away in her sleep. Dream of paradise, paradise, paradise. Every time she closed her eyes. When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, and the bullets catching her teeth. Life goes on, it gets so heavy, we all mix the butterfly. Every tear and waterfall. In the night, the stormy night, she closed her eyes. In the night, the stormy night, away she flies. A dream of
Oh, what a tune, fellow waves. Like, wow. What a tune. Namaste. Fellow waves, in the ocean of loving consciousness, we are one. Not two. We are not two. We are one. And welcome in to the Love and Light stream, June 17th. We out here. Yes, we are. Welcome in, Cater. Cater's just hot and ready every time, right at the beginning. Look at this. What's up, brother? My 14-year-old brother. 14-year-old Meat Monkey spacesuit. Korkativna. Evening, everyone, he says. Shari Soulflow. Welcome in. Hello, Corey. Brendan Zen. Namaste, Brendan Zen. Brendan Zen. This guy's just putting in the work. Turbata, Joe Grexack, McCoslin on Instagram. Welcome in, welcome in. Chorus Instagram just wants to have a little problem. But it ain't a problem. It's just data collection. It's can you stay calm when things don't go the way this ghost of an ego thinks they should? And yes, we can. Yes, we can. So let's do this again. Live video. Public. Next. Let's load up that key. Stream key. Sometimes things don't really have an explanation. And you just gotta ride the wave. Actually, you want to get above the crest of the wave. You don't want to ride the wave. That's a step. You want to get above the wave. So it don't matter if there even is a wave. Cater, how's your day, Curtis? Namaste, brother. Thank you for asking. This now moment, labeled Wednesday, is luminous. Luminously full of love and light. In the earlier present moments, filmed another podcast with a great guest. Got to catch up with the guy that I played with and fought. And then me and Ben filmed a bunch of stuff for the course, wearing the merch for the first time for it. That's what the Meat Monkey Spacesuit did today. This fool that's talking, that thinks it's real. How was your day, Cater? What's happening in your world? Namaste, Sharzy. We are one, brother. Welcome in, Rumi of Rockford. I liked what you were saying in that group. Sharzy, in the world but not of it. Makes sense, brother. You want to see the White House lawn used for something better, but they're never going to do that. They're never going to do that. That was only a money grab. Zach Lenny. Namaste, brother. We are one. Zach Lenny, what you saying? What am I saying, brother? I'm saying we are one. I'm saying that even though it appears there are many infinite indivisible things, and there seem to be. What I'm saying is they're all made of the same one thing. That's what I'm saying. What are you saying, brother? What are you saying, fellow wave, fellow expression of the love and light? And how's everybody else's day going? What's everybody tuned into? I mean, Shari Soulflow just continues to be extremely vulnerable, sharing her spiritual journey out in the open for everyone to see. Real, authentic shares. And I very much value that, Shari. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And the more we share, the more we lean in. Authentically sharing when it comes from the deepest part of you, right? Sharzy, Detroit fans are laughable. They think San Jose will trade the second pick for Larkin. Oof. That is why in the hell would they do that? Amen, Sharzy. That is so laughable. What in the hell would they do with that? I mean, I will say Larkin is a very probably appropriate second line center. He's not a main guy. But why don't you just take Stenberg? Fuck yeah. I mean, you got Eklund. So move Eklund. Get a piece back for him. You know, if you want to upgrade to the Swedish winger. He's probably going to be a lot better player than Eklund, you'd think. Even though he had a hot end of the season, he's still got time to grow. You think the Leafs win the Cup 2027? I don't. I definitely do not. Zach Lenny. Not even close. Shari Soulflow. Having another happening right now. Well, they're always happening, Shari Soulflow. Amen. What do you got going on right now? What do you got coming through? Yeah, you knew that was a crazy question. Do I think the Leafs are going to win in 2027? Not a chance, brother. Sharks got to take a D-man. No, sir. You take the highest available player. The highest talented available player. You do not pick for position. That is a trap. That is tried and true. Doesn't work. You do not have to take a D-man. If they take McKenna, Leafs, San Jose believes that Stenberg is a better player than Chase Reed, they take him. If they don't, they take Chase Reed. I mean, they already have Sam Dickinson, who's supposed to be like bigger, better Chase Reed in a way. And they just got Kesselring in that trade. So, Corey Katina, I don't think the Leafs win the Cup by 2057. I agree, Corey Katina. Can't forget the no trade clause. The other team holds all the power. They sure do. Brandon Zen, don't you wish that hell upon me? Whoops, meant to reply to Corey. It's all good, brother. It's all good. Yeah, well, he's not wishing that on you. He's just stating the facts. Corey Katina looks at the facts and the stats. That's what he does. That's just what he does. But already Celebrini, Smith, Eklund, Misa up front. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Just trade one of them if you need to. You got it. I don't know. From what I've seen for so long is you take the best player available. I'm pretty sure that's a known fact now. Marley's one win away from sweeping the Rosemont Puppies. Sweeping them. That is shocking. Shocking. I did not expect the Marlies to go all the way. I really didn't. Grand Rapids really pooped out, eh? Rob Danaher. Namaste, Rob Danaher. We are one. You're coming in hot with a bunch of likes. I love the Canadian flags in your bio there. That's crazy. I hope they do. I know. That would be cool if they win. People seem to be quite upset with this Jim Hiller hiring, eh? Leafs fans seem to be pretty irate about that one. I don't know a bunch about him. I looked up his hockey staff profile. Oh, nice, brother. Welcome in. By the way, I don't, just because I accept a lot of people on Facebook just as, getting people in. And if they bother me in the DMs or something, then I just kick them out. So I do not keep track of all the friends I accept on Facebook, brother. Hope you don't take offense to that. So Shari Soulflow's got to share here. So I've had severe social anxiety with community events. I'm realizing the why. I'm on the board for our business community charity, and we had an event tonight. Have to be on as a board member and business owner. I don't usually share my true self, lots of masks, and feel judgment in these environments. Interesting. But you still go to your concert, Shari. You still went to Youngblood, right? And you go to a couple things. Wheels fell off for Grand Rapids Providence. I mean, they have to fall off. It's like the only one team wins, so there's got to be teams that have that Paul off all the time. What about the trade with Wall? I think you meant. It seemed like it's an interesting trade. I don't really. I think they freed up some space and they got Emil Andrade, who's supposed to be a good player, but I don't know. Joseph Wall's probably not going to be happy to go there and be like a 1B to Vladar, but maybe he could steal the deal. But Samuel Urson is not. I think they just took him to get rid of. Like Philly didn't want him because they got Hildeby and that other Russian guy. So I think it just was like a cap dump, basically. Landon, what are your thoughts on Hockey Canada trial as someone who played with some of those players? It's hard, man. There's a lot to talk about on these. I'm not fully on board with all the hate on Carter Hart. I'm not fully on board with all that, to be honest. Like if you really go look at what happened and they did, like Carter Hart didn't like fit. Like here's the thing people don't realize is that shit happens all the time. I'm not defending them, but that shit happens all the time. And they probably just thought it's one of those times. It's all going to be good. You know, the guys who are doing the demeaning things, I think have more to answer for. I don't think Carter Hart did any demeaning things. He participated in erotic sexual events, you know, like it's not a crime, but the circumstances, if that girl felt that way, the energy must have been off in that room. And that's the part that you want to be able to face. You know, I can't say that if I went through that and I was in their position, I would have had a hard time not just being like straight up like, hey, look, I thought it was all fine, but clearly it wasn't. And she said it wasn't. And I'm open to whatever. Like, but that's just where they are in their journey. I think to all band together and be like, no, like we literally didn't do anything wrong. She's making, but again, I'm not there. I don't know. So it's so hard to, but I think the amount of hate going their way is just an over reaction to obviously all the sexual assault that there is, and nobody gets caught, and 1% of offenders go to jail. Like, I get it. I just find it fascinating from the egos playing out. I know Mikey McLeod's a great dude. He is a product of the culture. I was a product of the culture. I'm going to write about it in my book. I did things I'm not proud of. They weren't illegal, but I'm not proud of them. But I've done the work to face that now, so I can openly talk about it, whereas those guys are defending their careers. I can't say I would have acted the same way, still playing. I think it's a systemic issue more than anything, and these guys are just result of the issue. When you get put yourself in those situations where things could go wrong, they can go wrong, and you can get burned. They put themselves in that room at the end of the day. There's that sketchy energy. And if they felt it and they still went ahead with it, then that's not fun. I'm just mad at Hockey Canada. They didn't act properly when it happened. They knew about it. Exactly. It's a systemic thing. It's the way the players are raised, the way they're idolized. Then the Hockey Canada placating them. That's just what happens in sports. It's like, okay, we'll do it better. You shouldn't be having girls feeling like they're sexually assaulted. Something's wrong. Something's not right there, right? Something's not right there. Sharzy says, I get the Wall trade. New GM has to make it look good for when they miss playoffs next year. They're in a retool. They are. Retools don't work. We all know that. Sherry, yeah, because I can be my true self at concerts. When I'm in these community events, I know some people are just not my vibe. I think I hide myself and then avoid. I'm going to things more and more to remove the mask. Lots of history in this town. Okay, so when you're working in community type things, your ego gets involved with people doing things right or wrong. And that's where you start to hide your true self because you're afraid of confrontation. Are you afraid of showing up authentically, Shari, of what that might mean? What if you have an idea, or if you push back on someone and it gets met with resistance? Is that kind of the fear? Okay, it looks like Instagram is working now. That's good. Oh, we got 10 fellow waves out in kick. Who else we got here? Ank, namaste. Didn't see you there, Ank. What's going on, Ank 5310? We got a couple people. We got Rob still hanging out. So what's everybody do now that hockey's over? Or are you going to start tuning in the Fight Plan podcast more because you need a little touch into the hockey? You need a little touch in the hockey fights and such. Namaste, Dana. Welcome in, brother. We are one. Welcome in. Shares your community events aren't your highest excitement and why they are. Community events aren't your highest excitement and why they are a drag. Oh, community events aren't your highest excitement if they're a drag. So I guess, Kick's not working on the phone, on Shari's phone. Exactly, being met with resistance. Yeah, because that shows Shari, that's still you just holding on to parts of you that you're not okay with yet. And that is totally understandable. That's a very, very real thing on the path. You don't feel comfortable to show up authentically because you're fearful of rejection, and that makes total sense. Rob Danaher says, I'm 47 and still playing in a Lug league. Hockey isn't over, LOL. Nice. Okay, Lug, is that like that Instagram account, like that Lug Hockey League? It seems to be doing pretty legit, eh? Like those guys who run it, it looks like a really legit operation. Is that what you play in? Give us the lowdown on that. Ank, I go to some baseball games during off season, but it's not the same. It is not the same. Eh? Just not having hockey highlights constantly coming up, seeing guys scoring nice goals. Tommy Yote, good morrow, my friends. How art thou? Namaste, Shakespeare. What the hell's going on? I didn't know you were like that. Didn't know you moved like that. You know how it is, brother. We're just hanging out in the love and light. Corey, trying to understand the appeal of soccer during the World Cup. Interesting, Corey. I felt like you would be a guy that would be into the footy. That's interesting. What doesn't appeal to you, Corey Katina? Rob Danner. Oh, it's fun, he says. I've been playing every now for the past 4 years, summer and winter. It's fun. I can keep up to the 18 to 23-year-olds. Damn, good for you. At 47, you're keeping yourself in good shape, brother. You must eat pretty well to be moving around with those guys at that age. Corey Katina, I'm curious about your footy. That seems like a very tactical game that you would like. Sherzy, soccer has more appeal than American football. I couldn't agree more. Sherzy. Way more. So interesting. I love how you're hearing different opinions. It's so much fun. Shari Korche, in the past I've shared like the energy work and been teased, and I think part of me just needs to heal caring what people think. Absolutely, Shari. Absolutely. Who gives a rat's ass what they think about the energy work that you know that works? And it's funny how many are okay now, but I still feel the judgment in this setting. Now, that's okay. That's okay. That's data collection. You're allowed to feel that judgment. That's your path. That's your way to walk. That's your way to move towards. I love that I'm at the point of my own path where I just see everything that I see, everything, all of you, your dream characters in my imagination. And I'm a dream character in your imagination. We're all emanations of the one thing. So why would I give a shit what anybody thinks about me when they're just projections of me? If I see someone caring about me or I'm caring about them, that's me getting lost in the illusion again. So it's getting very peaceful that way. So just keep running at that rejection, that judgment, that fear, Shari. It is your way home. It is your way further down the path. I'm telling you. It seems so paradoxical, and that's why nobody moves forward. A lot of people get stuck because they think the obstacle is not the way, when it always is the way. The obstacle isn't like, hey, can't go that way. Too hard. It's exactly the way we have to go. It's exactly the way we have to go. And if till you figure that out, you will spin in circles. And I know you know this, Shari. So you are just being open. You are expressing honestly. And you're going to move in that direction because that's what you do. You've seen it. You've seen it. You've felt it. You felt the peace underlying everything. And you just keep moving towards it with valued action. That's what you do. But yeah, I mean, all the Scotland stuff is just unbelievable, isn't it? Has anybody seen the clip of the game that got them into the World Cup? It is a guy hits a bicycle kick, like 3 of the most crazy goals to get them in the World Cup. I was like crying. And then the next video that came up, you guys were sending all these to my algorithm, is all the people in Boston, all the bagpipers playing Scotland the Brave before the game. And it just had the emotions just flowing up through me. It's just so much pride for that side of my family, the brave heart of the small country. Fuck, freedom. Like, that's what gets us, right? And look at them everywhere, setting the record for decibels, screaming at the game, going to the Boston game and drowning out the baseball game. Like, it's fucking amazing. They drank all the beer in Boston. They're fucking nuts. The Tartan Army is fucking nuts, man. They're the best fucking people, I'm telling you. Of course, not everyone, but they are just high vibe people. And it's been really nice to see the algorithm showing normal Americans enjoying things, right? Like, the people at powers that be are obviously letting it through or whatever, but I don't know. This is great. I think it's uniting people. Corey says, I don't know. Soccer in the U.S. just wasn't a big deal growing up, and now I watch people barely touch rolling on the ground for what seems like minutes. Corey, 1,000% that part is not my cup of tea. Watching the Canada whatever game, me and my mom and my brother were just looking at each other like, what in the fuck? But I just see it now as like part of the game. Like, they literally have to. I don't think they cannot. Like, it just seems like that's what they have to do. And you can have your opinions about that, and that sucks. But like, I don't know. I may be more about the aura of the game than the specifics. Shares, I love how all the different countries have found different cities. Yeah, that's super cool. Corey, I know the Sam Adams taproom said they went through 3 times the amount they do on St. Patrick's Day for Scotland game. It's just, my relatives just came over from Scotland, and I'm going to see them now in July. And like, he's like, Curtis, I don't think you understand. Like, I don't think you understand. That game they won to get in the World Cup was like they already won the World Cup. Every game they play is house money. They already feel like they fucking won. Tommy O, is it my Wi-Fi or others getting cut out? Everything's really good on my end. Is anybody else having problems with connection? I got the high Wi-Fi going. It should be all good. Mine is streaming fine. No issues here yet. Okay, so maybe it's just Tommy O's. So it's frustrating. Today, this morning, with the guy I had on, we had to do some troubleshooting with technical difficulties. It was fun. Holy shit, Rob Danaher on TikTok. I shattered my ankle, broke my tibia and fibula when I was 16. I tripped on a soccer ball at the gym. Oh my God. Shattered your ankle, broke your tibia and your fibula. Wow. Soccer and I don't get along. I just don't belong on the soccer field. Hey, brother, I don't belong on the soccer field as far as a player, but if you had, this is what I always tell people. If they say, if you had to play another professional sport, which one would have been? If you showed me my life in hockey and said, okay, you're not regretting it. Like, it's awesome. You got to where you are. You were here now. But if we take your mindset now and put you back in like a 10-year-old body, 8-year-old, 5-year-old body, what are you going to do? I would 1,000% have trained to be a soccer goalie, and I would have been an elite. I would definitely have been I'm telling you right now, I'd be Team Canada soccer goalie. I could have figured out enough of that part of kicking the ball and all that stuff, but I got the height. I got the off-ice agility. I would 100% been making a shit ton of money over in some freaking country. Marketing the shit out of myself. Would have been amazing. But I played 1 year and I didn't like it. I went back to the hockey. That's for sure. Also, too many draws. Draws are kind of weird. Draws are kind of weird, but I don't know. It's kind of beautiful though. Like, you can just play your game, draw work. Like, I don't know. It's kind of nice in a way. Corey, we Americans, we need more physical contact. Yeah, you guys need that crazy shit. Every soccer player acts like that happens every time they fall. I know. I think it's just part of the game. My daughter was a soccer goalie. We have 6 kids all in sports. Holy shit, Rob. You fertile man. 6 kids all in sports. Good for you, man. What's that like? What is that like, being 47 with 6 kids? He goes, not as worse as goalie for hockey, but it's pretty stressful as a parent. Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm not saying I could have handled it mentally back then. I think I could now, but maybe I just go be a soccer goalie now. Shari, have you heard the countries are loving the food and amazed at how much we eat? The videos are funny. Someone said they will go home so hungover from eating all the crap. Oh, yeah. I think they are amazed. I mean, the Scottish guys, they just eat meat and potatoes, so they're in the right places there. They're going to find lots of that. But yeah, different potatoes over here, different meat over here. Not as healthy. And it's just, gluttony has just gotten out of control. If you're looking at it from that lens, it's all perfect, but it really is wild. And I was a huge culprit of it. Rob, surprised you wouldn't have picked lacrosse. They didn't have lacrosse when I was in North Bay. My dad's favorite sport was baseball, so that was my summer sport. I liked it. I really liked it. I had a really good arm, but lacrosse, I wouldn't have been able to go anywhere with it. There's nowhere to go with lacrosse. It doesn't have that high ceiling. But I would have been a hell of a lot better hockey player if I had played that. Trevor Castingay, namaste, brother. We are one. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, big man. I'm trying here, though, says Corey. Watching Panama versus Ghana. I'm playing the odds and bet the draw. He's getting a little action in. Did you do your research on the countries? I guess they love our ranch and everything. That's true. Sharzy, then again, I told my seat neighbor at a hockey game earlier this year that I've seen people shot not react like a certain player. I know. Well, there are people who get shot and don't react like that. I agree. Cam Scully, namaste, brother. We are one. Cam showed me his little tiny home. Simple living, baby. Simple living. He's doing a great job. I love the wood, Cam. Looks good, dude. He did a little research. Man, there's just already been some wicked goals. The soccer goals are just that Mbappe shot from distance is just, and the passionate announcers that go crazy. Mbappe! Fuck, dude, that gets me going. I remember Germany back in the day. Michael Ballack with an absolute screamer. It's just superb. That's what the Scottish guy sounds like. That's superb. He just says the funniest superlatives, adjectives. I love it. Spain is going to win it all, he says. I mean, Lamine Yamal is just unreal. That guy is such a cool player. He's turning into a little streamer guy. He's coming up in that era. He's going to be massive. He's going to be huge. He's already the second best player in the world, arguably, they say. Is Ronaldo played in? Did Portugal make this World Cup? Is he in the thing? I haven't heard much of him. Oh, they did. Okay. But yeah, I haven't heard much of him. Is he not playing much? It began with a draw. Is Ronaldo negatively impacting Portugal? Is he too old? How has Alliston, Ontario become a World Cup hub? What is this all about, Tommy-O? Why am I seeing this? Alliston, Ontario, World Cup hub. What is this all about? 1994, the reigning World Cup champions called Alliston, Ontario home base. Now, more than 30 years later, Alliston is hosting Panama for the World Cup, thanks in part to the Nottawasaga Resort. TSN's Jermaine Franklin has more on the facilities in Alliston. Okay, wow. Pretty interesting. But yeah, is Cristiano Ronaldo hurting? Is he hurting his team? That wouldn't be, I mean, I feel like you got to be aware of that if you're that good of a player and you know you're not good anymore. Oh, and he missed a couple big chances to score. Yeah. He's kind of a crazy dude. I mean, he's definitely got opinions, and you can't get that good without being a quite opinionated dude. He's just how it is. Corey, got some friendly wagers already made for Friday, USA versus Australia. Oh, there you go, Corey. That one you're tuning into. There you go. That's awesome. What a matchup that they're in the same pool. They played earlier. Okay. Hi, all. Long time no see. Hope your souls are feeling the love and light's power. Namaste, Corey Cooper. How are you? What's going on in your world, Corey Cooper? Where you been, fellow wave? I hope you've been well. Let us know. Let us know. How old is this guy now? He's old, right? Ronaldo's fucking... Ronaldo age. 41. Whew. What's his stats from this year? Still making like 300 fucking million or something. Oh, he's playing in that league that's not very good, right? This year he's got 28 goals in 30 games. Just raking in the money. But it can't be that good of a league. Where's his Al Nassr time? Yeah. Revolution in Asian football and Saudi Pro League. Join the club. Highest footballer salary ever, 200 million per year. Just raking it in. That's like if Ovi is hurting the Capitals at this point. I agree. I think, yeah. I saw a video of Ovi on vacation. His stomach and like chest, he's not like fat. He's just so thick. It's like a bowling ball with arms. How does he move? He's so powerful. School year just wrapped up yesterday. Data collection has ramped up enormously. Working to find an income source. Amen, Corey Cooper. How's that going so far? I love your language. I love your language. Data collection has ramped up enormously. And that means enormous growth and gains. Enormous growth and gains. Do we have depth of dark side? Namaste, Chris Swick. What the hell's going on, brother? Namaste. We are one. So happy to see you on the stream. Let's go. Always something going on in the world. Honestly, so grateful to be able to return to this community. Oh, Corey Cooper, that's beautiful. Thank you so much for the wave. We are so happy to have you back, grounding you. Yes, that's what we do for each other. That's what we do. Heck yeah, man. Depth of dark side. Chris is freaking meditating twice a day, everybody. Like, this guy's buzzing. Buzzing. That's what Michael Singer recommends. He gets up to saying, if you can do 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, change your fucking life. That's all you need. That's all you need. Hi, Corey Cooper. Glad you're back. Thank you so much. What are the possible income streams, Corey Cooper? Is that what you're doing? Just putting a ton of time into looking at what's next? Corey Katina, how's your damn shoulder, brother? How's the bicep? How's the recovery? Let us into that world, brother. Would love to know. I didn't know Ronaldo had kids via a surrogate. I didn't know that. It's getting there slowly. The bicep swelling is going down significantly, having to really restrain myself from moving it more than they want me to at this point. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, it's really hard not to move when you're hurt, dude. Like, What have you been doing to fill your days? Are you able to work well on the laptop for your job? Like, how's that been with the Melbourne Ice? How's like your day-to-day living with it? Oh, we got Death the Dark Side, Chris. It's been a game changer, that's for sure. Truly embracing it all. Yes, you are, dude. We got to get you on the Kick, man. Got to get you on Kick. At Curtis Gabriel on Kick. That's where most of the people hang out. We really use Instagram and the other platforms to get people over to the Kick stream. So that's the place for you, brother. Super easy. Make an account. It's done in 5 seconds. Free. Corey, exactly. Applying to a ton of options. We'll be driving DoorDash, Instacart until something arises. Working minute by minute to let go the ego. Know it's going to take center stage. Having grown up with the privilege of being educated and having a tough time finding work gets that ego fired up. Ooh. Feeling like, you know what? I got educated. Why don't I have a job? Because I put in the work. That ego just likes to say things are unfair, things are unjust. I deserve more. I earn this, right? So look at you being aware of it. That's beautiful. You know it's going to try to take center stage. That's it. Do you have a name for your narcissistic meat monkey spacesuit, quote unquote, driver of the meat monkey suit? Because I know Ben calls his Hollywood. He calls his lower kind of part ego Hollywood. He calls his higher part, his higher self, highest self, Broadway, because that's the expressive, grassroots acting, kind of just like more authentic, and the Hollywood's kind of the drama. But